All right, you battlers, we had an all shiny kind of a flex team leading with Drifblim every single time that went 5-0. Technically, it went 5-0. Battlers! Real quick, before we get started on the video with the team, the battles and whatnot, we did just hit 1,000 subs on my channel. This is a huge, massive milestone. Thank you really so much from the bottom of my heart. It's very humbling to see all the support that came for that little bit of a last minute sprint to the 1,000 subscribers. This was a grind. This was a huge grind, but it is a huge step forward to accomplishing some goals that I want to accomplish as a PvP content creator. So again, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And I don't normally do giveaways. I don't do giveaways a lot, but I am going to do a giveaway to kind of celebrate the 1,000 subscriber milestone. What I have here, if you're not familiar with the Silph Arena and Silph tournaments, this might not be familiar at all to you, but what I have is a pin. Basically, it's a badge. It's a Pokemon Go PvP badge, specifically from the Silph Arena. This was basically the themed cup that they had to kind of celebrate and to close out Season 1 for their Pokemon Go PvP tournaments. You see, I have pins all over the place. Like I have pins for days, but you can put them on a backpack, you can put them on a fanny pack, you can put them on your jacket. I've seen them on all kinds of things. But there's the pin right there. Okay, it's a mirror cut pin, nice and shiny. I already have mine on my hat, but I do have the spare that I'm going to give away. So if that is something you're interested in, if you would like to win this mirror cup pin for this 1,000 subscriber giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed, leave a like on this video, and then also comment so far in Pokemon Go PvP, like what is your favorite memory, whether that's at a tournament, whether it's from a specific battle, whether it's just watching something funny from a stream. Whatever your favorite memory is so far in Pokemon Go PvP, throw it in the comments below. Within 72 hours, so at 72 hours after this video actually goes live and this video is uploaded, I will then pick the winner that meets all of those criteria, and we will be in touch so I can send you this pin. And then if you don't have like a Twitter or somewhere I can like message or DM you, and you want like a different way to get in touch, or if you have a specific preference to get in touch, just leave that in your comment as well. But 1,000 subscribers, dude. It's really nuts. Thank you. But without talking much more about that, let's go ahead and look at this team and get into these battles for this 5-0, this technical 5-0, okay? Okay, so for this team, again, remember, we lead with Drifblim every single time for this set. Overall, this comp and this team actually has been pretty successful for me too. I think I have ran this line in a total of 4 sets. In this set, I went 5-0. In 2 of those sets, I went 4-1. And then one of the sets, I went 3-2. 16 for 20 win rate. So that's pretty decent. It's pretty good. You should consider trying it if you have not already, for sure. But again, we're going to lead with that Drifblim every single time. Then we are also actually going to bring Meganium and Azumarill, okay? This team actually is very specific as far as the moves that these Pokemon are going to be carrying. Of course, again, there's the IVs of the actual Pokemon that I have that I'm using, but the moves are very specific for this set. So with the Drifblim, you have to have Hex, Icy Wind, and Shadow Ball. Meganium is just the standard set. It's just Vine Whip, Frenzy Plant, Earthquake, and the Azumarill is Bubble, Ice Beam, Hydro Pump. Let's go ahead and start these battles now. I was pretty confident with this line, so I did opt to use a premium pass. I'm pretty stingy with them lately, but for this set I did. It's 1,000 subs. You gotta go premium, dude. Have to throw the premium pass. Okay, up against the first opponent here. They lead with the Whiscash. Again, lead with Drifblim every single time. And here's what I really like about this comp and running it this way is a lot of times with Drifblim, people will not shield the first charge move because they're afraid they're going to shield an Icy Wind, right? So basically every time, unless it's like an Altaria or something really weak to ice, you just throw the Shadow Ball every single time. Just throw the Shadow Ball, because it's really true. Most of the time I've noticed they have not shielded it, and that Shadow Ball does massive damage. You know, if they like switch into an Azumarill, for an example, and they don't want to shield the Icy Wind, so they let it go through, that Shadow Ball does not quite half, but pretty close to, like a decent chunk of damage on their Azumarill. So that's, I guess, the main core, the main part of the strategy is to lead with the Drifblim and just throw the Shadow Ball, unless it's like an Altaria, basically. And shout out to Dr. Banner, by the way, who joined my last stream, and he actually kind of gave me the idea for this comp. So this wasn't, my own original idea or my own original thought for this comp. This was basically given to me by him. I don't know if this has, been used or popularized like elsewhere, but that's where I got it from. So the Blizzard landed. Meganium being, a lot tankier than other grass picks does not get OHKO'd by that Blizzard. So I am able to farm down with the Vine Whip, throw a Frenzy Plant to their Meganium, and then I come back out with the Drifblim here. And I'm going to continue to build energy because I anticipated a swap, or I'm sorry, this is the end of the battle. We just throw the Shadow Ball. That's GG's. That's GG's for game one. I think that did happen though in like one of the next battles, third or fourth, something like that. Going into the next opponent, Lanasi. You can see my rating's pretty low because I like to try a lot of different stuff. Again, it's still not the season. Okay, here's why I say it was technically a 5-0. This person went in, they're probably trying to tank their rating on purpose, but they went in with all 10 CP Pokemon, so GG's. Thanks for the basically guaranteed Pokemon encounter in this set. Appreciate it. But the next opponent here, now we're getting back into actual games. They lead with the Altaria. So this is where you can see part of the example, I guess, to demonstrate that in this case, you just want to go straight Icy Wind. And he actually did not shield, which was kind of surprising. I've noticed that a few times, actually. They still will not shield, even if you throw the Icy Wind with the Altaria. Which gives me more of an advantage because now you can see, just like I was saying earlier, they swapped in their Azu, and now I just straight throw that Shadow Ball. And I think I just stayed in at that point since I already have the swap advantage, and I want to see if I can reach an Icy Wind just to throw at it, but we didn't, unfortunately. But we let it go down, and I just want to come in with the Meganium now. I choose to not hit any bubbles because either they're going to shield or it might even just KO at that range anyway. Worst case scenario, I'm able to get in a couple extra Vine Whips to build up energy. They did a super aggressive swap right back into their Azu. I had to be really quick with my switch and anticipating that so I could catch the Sky Attack with my Azumarill, because I know they still have their Azumarill at this point. So I want to save my Meganium. So it can still be useful. And this is pretty close. Honestly, it was a little close for comfort. I was kind of scared I was going to lose already in this set after I'd already gone, 2-0 technically at this point. Because Shift Tree with that Leaf Blade and the Snarl energy generation is just so quick. It's so quick. So I had to shield, obviously. He tanks that Ice Beam. He survives with 0.5 HP. He's able to take us out with the Leaf Blade, but we saved this Meganium, and the Frenzy Plant is here to greet their Azumarill for the W. GG's trainer. And into the next battle, I don't even, pick and choose different leads. Again, literally same thing every time. We got the set, just hit next battle, move on. We're going up against Forest 77 here. Shout out to Forest. We see another Altaria lead. So we're just going to straight throw the Icy Wind and hope that they don't shield. If I remember correctly, Forest actually did shield the Icy Wind. Okay, he did. So I'm like, at this point, maybe he's not running a common core comp, but at least he's leading with Altaria. So I'm going to match his shield and just throw another Icy Wind. He predicted that very well, actually, because he swapped in with his Azu and he was able to catch that damage, but he also is debuffed. So I answer with my Meganium. I'm definitely not going to shield. Even the Ice Beam, a debuffed Ice Beam from an Azumarill, it doesn't have stab, and Meganium is tankier. I'm not too worried about it, not at all. So we're able to get off the double Frenzy Plant here. The Azu definitely is going to go down, and then they obviously will come back in and opt for a farming situation. They probably should have, actually. They didn't. They just threw their Sky Attack, but they should have farmed down to build up energy on my Meganium. So that might be why I took this victory, is because they did not manage their energy that well with the Altaria there. So it looks like this opponent has Deoxys Defense Form in the back. So pretty much the set you're always going to see if you see a Defense Form Deoxys is Rock Slide Thunderbolt, because Psycho Boost is just terrible now. But it's GG's. It's locked out because I still had plenty of health on the Azumarill, and I can hit him with the Shadow Ball from that Drifblim. for the game. So on into the next battle here, which I believe is going to be the last one, actually. It moved pretty quick because game 2 was like 3 seconds long. Not much happened for game 2. Okay, I think this was actually the toughest battle of the set, was battle 5. They lead with the Azumarill. I think that was the first time I ran into an Azumarill lead using this comp and this team strategy. So I shield the Ice Beam. If I remember correctly as well, I just go straight for another Shadow Ball. I don't want to throw an Icy Wind and then have them not shield it, especially because it looks like they're just opting to throw the Ice Beams at my Drifblim. What do they throw? Yeah, it's another Ice Beam. So at this point, right, we're 1-for-1 shield. I just want to come in and farm with the Meganium, and I don't want to lose the swap advantage, and I want to keep my shield. So I'm going to dedicate to a full farm down all the way. If they have, a flyer, then I'll swap out if I need to. But they actually had the Haunter, right? So I threw the Frenzy Plant, they shielded. Since I farmed, I'm able to throw an Earthquake, which is super effective to Haunter, who is already squishy. So 1 HKO with the Earthquake, GG's Haunter, it's out of there. They come and farm down with Lock On from their Registeel. Now, this is where I started to feel like I was kind of in a tough position, right? Because I already know that their Azumarill has Ice Beam, but I don't know what the other move is, right? If it has Play Rough, he's probably going to be able to win. But fortunately, he was a little aggressive with his swap, trying to catch my charge move. I had to be slow and careful with that because if I'd thrown my charge move hastily, I would have lost just because of that. So his Azumarill was low enough, I just bubble down and I'm able to reach another Hydro Pump to take the W against their Registeel. GG's. Yeah, that was it. So that was 5 for 5, technically. Game 2 was like a round with just 10 CP Pokemon. I've heard of people, deliberately just trying to tank their rating lately so that they can take advantage of the rewards. So again, GG's, that's the strat, that's the team. It's really simple. It's not too complicated at all. For the most part in Great League, it's basically just, if it's an Altaria lead, then throw the Icy Wind. If it's not, then just straight throw Shadow Ball. If you want to have a chance at winning this Pokemon Go PvP pin designed and produced by the Silph team for this the Mirror Cup badge, then remember, subscribe to my channel if you are not subscribed, leave a like on the video, and then also comment below what your favorite Pokemon Go PvP memory is. But that is it for this video, battlers. So subscribe if you feel my vibe, power up, punch the notification bell for all that PvP content. We will see you in the next video, battlers. Have a good stinking day.